our electric rates aren't. And yes, our sewer and utility may have been, but we're getting pretty close these days.
But not
And
enough
we've
reason to
got
move.
major improvements that we need to make, and we need to pay for. And that's what I'm saying, that we need, at this point, to really, really pull it back.
You will never be in a position to do this again if you turn this down. And the challenge is not to you. If this group is standing in front of you and they say, thank you for the $250,000 grant, we'll take it. Thank you for the deed brownfield grant that you already have done to clear the land, we'll take it. And by the way, here's the rest of the cash for a new library. Is it up to us to say they shouldn't do it?
Yes.
And I think they can do that.
I think it is. I think it is up to us because we're ultimately the ones that are going to pay for it. We're ultimately the ones that are going to repay the $2.3 million loan. We're gonna be the ones that ultimately pay for the city's share of a city hall downtown, and we're the ones that will ultimately pay for the lack of having any kind of commercial development on that lot that would be tax paying, that would be income producing for the city in a landlocked situation where we have absolutely no opportunity to grow our commercial district anymore unless we start buying homes, which is very unpopular and expensive.
Vern, if I may, if you had a motion that was of self-interest as a city council person, the motion ought to be send a message to the library board that you will not, under any circumstance, allow City Hall to be built with the library. Now there's a motion of self-preservation. To say to them that they can't raise the money and create no debt for you with the USDA, I think is too early to tell, because I believe they can. And if you don't owe the USDA anything, then have you erred on the side of doing good? So to me, and I have shared with the library board more than once, I do not believe building City Hall is in their best interest. Attaching us as much as it makes for a nice facility. There are ways we can deal with our deficiencies. One, we can have a hall there that we can go to and have a meeting. We don't have to be in here. Just as we occasionally have gone to the school to have meetings. We've survived, we can have that. So if there's something that we're afraid of, the fear ought to be for the expenses that the council hasn't an identified source of money to pay for. That is rational. That we should tell them. If you absolutely won't entertain it under any scenario, then put them out of their misery and tell them no. That would make sense. But to forego their ability to take the challenge and opportunity they've been given and what they're working on currently, I think would be sending the wrong message to a group that has worked darn hard to make this a better community. But they're not here, they don't realize it's on the agenda, so it seems difficult to defend them, but that's what I see on their side of the ledger.